The spaceship Aurora moved silently through the vast emptiness of space. Its metal hull reflected the distant stars, and inside, the crew prepared for the most important mission of their lives. Commander Liam stood at the front of the ship, looking at the large screen that showed the distant alien planet. This planet had been a mystery for years. Reports said it was controlled by a single ruler, a being of immense power called the Alien Queen. Liam was nervous but determined. He had trained his whole life for moments like this. Beside him, his crew worked quietly. Zara, the ship's communications officer, checked all devices, making sure they could send messages clearly. Milo, the engineer, examined the engines and power systems. Everyone knew the risks. They were entering a world where humans had never been before, where even a small mistake could start a war. The ship approached the planet slowly. Its surface glowed with unusual colors, not like anything on Earth. Strange towers and structures could be seen from orbit, sharp and angular, made from materials that shimmered under the light of the planet's sun. Liam felt both awe and fear. "We are the first humans to see this planet closely," he said quietly. "We must be careful. One wrong move could destroy the chance for peace." Zara nodded. "All systems are ready, Commander. The Alien Queen's palace is visible. Sensors show life forms moving inside, but we do not know their intentions yet." Milo added, "Their technology is advanced. Much more than ours. We must keep our shields ready." Liam took a deep breath. "Prepare for descent. We go slowly and show respect. Our mission is peace." The ship entered the planet's atmosphere. The bright clouds swirled around them, and the surface grew closer. Liam could see towers stretching high into the sky, connected by bridges that sparkled with energy. The alien palace was enormous, bigger than any human building. It had a sharp, crystal-like structure that seemed alive, pulsing gently as if it had a heartbeat. As the Aurora landed, the crew could feel the tension rising. Liam stepped out of the ship first, wearing a light spacesuit that protected him but allowed him to move freely. The air was breathable but had a strange metallic scent. He looked up at the palace doors, enormous and carved with patterns that told stories in a language humans could not read. A sudden movement caught Liam's eye. The doors opened slowly, revealing a figure that took everyone's breath away. The Alien Queen stepped forward. She was tall and elegant, with skin that shimmered softly in the light. Her eyes were sharp, intelligent, and full of authority. Even from a distance, her presence made humans feel small. Liam's heart beat fast. He tried to stay calm, remembering his training. "We come in peace," he said loudly, making sure the Queen could hear. "I am Commander Liam of the human ship Aurora. We wish to discuss peace and friendship between our worlds." The Queen paused, her gaze fixed on Liam. She did not speak immediately. Her silence felt long, like time itself had slowed. The crew held their breath. Liam felt a mix of fear and respect. He could not tell what she was thinking, but he knew one wrong word could destroy everything. Finally, the Queen spoke. Her voice was smooth and firm, carrying authority and intelligence. "Humans are bold," she said. "You come to my palace without fear. You seek peace, yet you carry uncertainty. Very well. You may enter, but know this, all who enter my halls are tested. Your courage and wisdom will be judged." Liam nodded. "We are ready. We respect your ways and will follow your rules." The Queen stepped aside, signaling the crew to move forward. The walls of the palace were smooth and glowing with faint energy. Strange symbols moved along the surface, forming patterns that seemed alive. The floor reflected their images like a mirror, and high above, the ceiling reached into shadows that humans could not fully see. The place was beautiful and intimidating at the same time. As they walked deeper inside, Liam noticed how precise everything was. Machines and devices lined the walls, yet they were elegant, as if art and technology were one. Strange lights highlighted pathways and doors that opened automatically as they approached. The queen led them to a large chamber at the center of the palace. Liam looked around. The room was vast, almost like a hall built for an entire planet. Energy flowed along the walls, creating a sense of life in the palace itself. The queen stopped at the center, her eyes never leaving Liam. "Here, we will speak," she said. "Here, you will show whether humanity deserves peace." Liam swallowed hard but kept his voice steady. "We hope to prove that humans value life and honor. We wish to build trust between our species." The queen studied him for a moment longer. Then, with a slight nod, she motioned for them to wait. Liam understood that this was just the beginning. Their first steps into the alien world had been made, but the real challenges were ahead. The alien queen's palace held many secrets, and the future of humanity's relations with this powerful species rested on what would happen next. Liam felt a spark of hope mixed with fear. Humanity was small in the galaxy, but courage and wisdom could shine in the darkest places. He stepped forward carefully, ready for whatever tests the alien queen might have prepared. This was the first contact. This was the moment when humans would show what they were truly capable of. The palace corridors were silent except for the soft hum of energy flowing through the walls. Liam followed the alien queen as she led the way deeper into the heart of her palace. His crew stayed close behind, but Liam noticed that her presence seemed to draw him forward, making it impossible to step back. He felt both awe and unease. Every movement she made was graceful, yet it carried authority that humans had never experienced. Suddenly, a side door opened, and the queen moved into a narrow hallway. Liam followed, but the corridor felt tighter and longer than it should have. The walls shimmered faintly, reflecting his anxious expression. Before he could realize it, the queen had blocked his path completely. The crew tried to call to him, but her hand raised slightly, signaling them to stay back. Liam froze, caught between fear and respect. The alien queen stood very close, tall and imposing. Her eyes locked on Liam's, and for a moment, the world outside the corridor seemed to disappear. She did not speak immediately. Her presence alone demanded attention and obedience. Liam could feel the weight of centuries of power in her gaze. "You are brave to come here alone," she said finally. Her voice was calm but carried authority. "You seek peace, yet you are small and fragile compared to my people. Tell me, human, why should I trust you?" Liam swallowed hard. He had expected negotiations in a formal chamber, not a narrow corridor with no way to retreat. He straightened his back and met her gaze. "I represent humanity," he said firmly. "We wish to live in peace. We respect your power and want to build a future where both our species can exist safely." The queen studied him, her expression unreadable. Liam's heart pounded, but he remained steady. He knew that fear would only make him appear weak. She took a slow step closer, and Liam realized how carefully she measured every word and action. "Humans are curious," she said. "You come into my palace without fear, yet you carry uncertainty. I can see it in your eyes. You think of survival, not the consequences of your words. How do you show wisdom when faced with one who controls life and death?" Liam's mind raced. He tried to remember everything he had learned about diplomacy and courage. He thought about humanity's history, its victories and mistakes. "Wisdom," he said, "is not only in knowledge, but in understanding others and making choices for the greater good. I want peace, not conquest." The queen did not speak. She circled him slowly, observing every movement. Liam noticed the subtle gestures she made, almost like a dance. She tested him silently, seeing how he reacted under pressure. He felt small, yet he understood that she was not trying to harm him. She wanted to see what humans were truly capable of. After a long moment, she stopped and faced him again. "You show courage," she said. "But courage alone is not enough. Humans are strong in spirit, yet your species can be reckless. I will not allow weakness to endanger the future of my people. Tell me, human, are you ready to make a choice that could change everything? Liam's pulse quickened. He realized that this was more than a conversation. This was a test, a challenge that demanded both bravery and wisdom. I am ready, he said carefully. I will do what is needed to prove humanity's honor and to protect the chance for peace. The Queen's eyes narrowed slightly, as if considering his words. Then she leaned closer, her voice dropping to a quiet but intense tone. Very well. You will not leave this corridor unchanged. You will face a decision that humans rarely encounter. It will test your courage, your judgment, and your understanding of life itself. Liam felt a chill, but he did not step back. He understood that running was not an option. The Queen was not merely an alien leader, she was a force of nature, a being whose decisions shaped entire civilizations. Yet he also felt a spark of hope. Humanity had survived impossible odds before. Perhaps they could succeed here too. She circled him once more and stopped. Human, you value life, yet you come into my palace without knowing what is truly at stake. Here, courage alone is not enough. You must show wisdom in how you act, and how you respond to what I will propose next. Liam nodded, keeping his eyes on hers. Every fiber of his body was alert. He did not know what would come, but he knew that his choices would define not only his life but the fate of his entire species. The corridor felt alive, the walls vibrating subtly as if sensing the tension between them. For a long moment, neither spoke. Liam felt the weight of history and power pressing down on him. Then the Queen raised her head slightly, her eyes glinting with something unreadable. Liam knew this was the turning point. He had faced alien worlds before, but never one so immediate, so personal, so testing of both mind and heart. He took a slow, steady breath and prepared for whatever the alien Queen would demand. This was no longer a negotiation. This was the moment that would define humanity's place in the galaxy. Liam felt fear, but also determination. He would not falter. He would show that humans could face the unknown with courage, intelligence, and honor. The alien Queen's gaze held him, unblinking, waiting for his response, and the hallway seemed to shrink around them as the first true test of humanity began. Liam's heart raced as he stood in the narrow corridor, facing the alien Queen. Her gaze was steady, observing every flicker of emotion in his eyes. The walls around them shimmered faintly, casting soft reflections that made the moment feel even more intense. Liam tried to control his breathing and remain calm. He had faced danger before, but nothing compared to this personal encounter. The alien Queen's voice broke the silence. Human, you have shown courage in coming here. You do not run from the unknown, yet your spirit is weighed with caution. That is wise. But courage alone does not guarantee peace. Liam nodded slowly. I understand, he said. I know that peace must be earned. Humans are willing to show respect and make difficult choices to achieve it. The Queen's eyes glinted with an emotion Liam could not read. She stepped closer, and the air seemed to thrum with energy. Your words are thoughtful, yet I must test more than your voice. I must see the strength of your heart. You seek peace, yet you come from a species that often acts without understanding the consequences. You will face a choice that humans rarely face. Liam swallowed hard. He knew that every word, every gesture, could shape the outcome. He remained steady, showing the calm determination that had brought him this far. I am ready to make the choice, he said clearly. I will do what is needed to prove humanity's worth and protect the future of my people. The Queen paused, her tall figure towering over him. She seemed to study him not just with her eyes but with a presence that filled the corridor. Liam felt the weight of her attention, as if she could see into the very core of his being. Then, in a voice that was calm but firm, she spoke words that made his mind spin. To secure peace between our peoples, I propose a bond, she said. A union that is sacred among my kind. You, human, must enter into this bond with me. Only then will my people honor a lasting peace with yours. Liam froze. His mind raced to comprehend her meaning. He had expected tests of courage, perhaps trials of skill or strategy. He had not imagined a proposal that would challenge him so personally. The concept of a union as a treaty was foreign, yet he sensed that it held immense importance to her species. The Queen studied his reaction carefully. Do not think of this as surrender or weakness. It is an opportunity to show that humanity is capable of understanding, sacrifice, and respect. This bond represents trust and the willingness to place the welfare of many above oneself. Liam took a deep breath. He felt the tension in his body, but he also felt clarity forming in his mind. He thought of humanity's struggles, of battles fought to protect others, and of choices made for the greater good. This was another moment that demanded courage, but it was different. It required wisdom, empathy, and honor. I understand, he said slowly, choosing his words with care. I did not expect this, yet I see its importance. Humans value life and honor. If this bond will ensure peace and protect countless lives, then I am willing to consider it. The Queen's expression softened slightly, though her eyes remained sharp and commanding. Good, she said. You speak wisely. This decision is not easy, and many humans would falter. You show strength not in fearlessness, but in understanding. That is rare and worthy of respect. Liam's mind was still processing the proposal. He realized that accepting such a bond would change the course of history. It would unite two species in a way that was unprecedented. Yet he also understood that refusing could lead to conflict and destruction. He could not act impulsively. He needed to consider the future, not just the present. The Queen continued, her voice gentle but firm. You have the right to think before answering fully. I do not demand immediate compliance, but hesitation shows your wisdom. Consider carefully, human, for the choice you make will define not only your life but the fate of your species. Liam nodded. He felt the weight of responsibility settle on his shoulders, but he also felt determination. Humanity had faced impossible challenges before, and they had always found a way to endure. This was another test, different from any battle, but no less important. I will take the time to understand this bond, Liam said. I will seek guidance from my people, and I will return with a decision that honors the trust you have shown in me. Humanity wishes for peace, and we are ready to act wisely to achieve it. The alien queen inclined her head, acknowledging his response. Very well, human. You have shown thoughtfulness and courage. That is the first step toward the peace we both desire. When you are ready, we will meet again, and your choice will shape the future of two worlds. As Liam stepped back slightly, he felt a mixture of fear, awe, and hope. The corridor seemed less intimidating now, but the challenge remained. He had been tested, and he had responded with clarity and respect. The alien queen had made her proposal, and the weight of it rested heavily on him. He returned to his crew, who waited silently, sensing the gravity of the moment. Liam shared what had happened, and they discussed the importance of the Queen's proposal. Every member of the team understood that humanity's response would have consequences far beyond their personal safety. For Liam, the moment was both daunting and inspiring. He realized that courage, wisdom, and understanding were as powerful as any weapon. The alien queen had shown him that true strength was not in dominance or fear, but in respect, honor, and the willingness to make difficult choices for the greater good. The first step toward peace had been taken, and humanity's role in the galaxy had grown larger and more significant than anyone could have imagined. Liam walked slowly back through the palace corridors. His mind was crowded with thoughts. The alien queen's proposal echoed in his mind like a steady drumbeat. A bond as a condition for peace was unlike anything he had ever faced. It was not just a challenge of courage, but a test of understanding, wisdom, and moral judgment. His crew followed behind him quietly. Zara looked at him with concern. "Commander, are you all right?" she asked. "We were not expecting this. None of us have faced anything like it before." Liam nodded, keeping his voice calm. I am fine. But we need to think carefully. The Queen's words carry weight. Accepting her proposal could save millions of lives, but it is a decision that goes beyond us personally. Milo, the engineer, scratched his head. I do not understand. How can a bond like this affect peace between species? It seems strange to me. It is strange, Liam admitted. But we must remember that this is how her people view trust and loyalty. To them, a bond is sacred. It creates responsibility and connection. Refusing it could mean conflict, and accepting it could open the path to understanding and cooperation. The crew walked toward a chamber that served as a private meeting room. Liam knew he needed a quiet place to think and discuss the situation with his team. The walls glowed faintly, the soft energy of the palace following them wherever they went. The room was empty except for a smooth table and a few chairs, all made from the same shimmering material as the palace itself. Liam motioned for the crew to sit. We must consider this carefully. Our mission is peace, not conquest. Every choice we make matters. Zara leaned forward. Commander, we have to think about humanity's values. We are known for courage, but also for understanding and wisdom. This is a test not of strength, but of character. Milo nodded. If we choose wisely, it could show the alien queen that humans can be trusted. That could save countless lives and prevent unnecessary war. Liam studied them both. He felt the weight of responsibility pressing on him. He thought of Earth, of the colonies scattered across nearby star systems, and of the people who depended on their decisions. He realized that the Queen's proposal was not a threat, but an opportunity to demonstrate humanity's maturity and honor. We cannot act lightly, Liam said. We have to consider the consequences. Accepting her bond will change everything. But refusing it could destroy the chance for peace. We must think not of ourselves, but of the lives that depend on our wisdom. The crew nodded silently. Each of them understood that they were part of something larger than themselves. They had trained for years for diplomatic missions, but this was unlike anything they had imagined. The weight of history and the future rested on their decisions. Liam took a deep breath and closed his eyes for a moment. He remembered the moments that had shaped humanity, struggles against impossible odds, the ability to adapt, and the courage to face the unknown. Humanity had survived not just through strength, but through wisdom, cooperation, and the willingness to make hard choices. We must also remember, Liam said slowly, that the Queen respects intelligence and honor. She wants to see that we understand the responsibility of our actions. Accepting this bond is not submission. It is a demonstration that humans can respect and protect life, even when faced with the unknown. Zara spoke quietly, we must show her that we value her people's ways as much as our own. Respect is the key. If we act wisely, she will see that humans are capable of more than just strength. We can offer partnership, understanding, and trust. Milo added, then we show her that humans are willing to face challenges not for selfish gain, but for the greater good. That is our strength. Liam nodded. He felt a sense of clarity forming in his mind. The choice was still difficult, but he understood the path he needed to take. It was not about fear, or desire, or personal comfort. It was about courage, wisdom, and honor. It was about demonstrating the best of humanity. We will take the time to prepare, Liam said. We will consider every detail and act with respect and intelligence. When we return to the alien queen, we will show that humans are worthy of trust, capable of understanding, and ready to make choices that protect life. The crew agreed. They spent the next hours discussing strategies, understanding the Queen's culture as best they could, and preparing for the conversation that would follow. Each of them felt the weight of history in their hands. As they finished, Liam looked out of a high window at the alien city below. Towers shimmered in the light, and strange vehicles moved along bridges and pathways. The world was different, yet beautiful. He realized that the future of humanity in this galaxy depended on courage, wisdom, and understanding. He turned back to his crew. "We are ready," he said firmly. "Not because the decision is easy, but because we understand the responsibility it carries. We will act wisely, and we will prove that humanity is capable of peace and honor." In that moment, Liam felt a spark of hope. The path ahead was uncertain, but humans had faced impossible challenges before. Now, standing in the heart of an alien palace, he knew that courage and wisdom could shine even in the darkest and most unfamiliar places. The decision had been made in principle. The challenge remained. Humanity would step forward, ready to meet it, and the galaxy would watch. Liam returned to the corridor where he had first met the alien queen. His mind was steady, but his heart still beat with anticipation. He knew that the queen's test was about to begin. This was not a test of weapons or technology, but a trial of character, judgment, and courage. The queen appeared without warning. She moved with the same calm authority, her eyes fixed on him. Liam felt the intensity of her gaze, but he did not step back. He had learned that fear could weaken him, while confidence could strengthen his presence. "Human," she said, her voice smooth and commanding, "you have considered my proposal carefully. You understand the responsibility it carries. But understanding alone is not enough. You must demonstrate wisdom and courage through action. Your decisions will show whether your species is ready for trust and partnership." Liam nodded. "I am ready," he said firmly. "I will do what is needed to show humanity's honor and respect." The queen gestured to the corridor ahead. Suddenly, the walls shifted, forming a path that Liam could not have predicted. Strange symbols glowed faintly on the walls, and Liam felt the energy in the air respond to every movement he made. It was as if the palace itself was aware of his presence, guiding the test. "Your task is simple in words, but complex in meaning," the queen said. "You will face situations that require courage, careful judgment, and understanding. Each choice you make will reflect your values and your species' character. Fail, and the chance for peace diminishes. Succeed, and humanity will earn respect." Liam took a deep breath. He knew that hesitation could cost him. He began moving forward along the path, paying careful attention to the subtle changes in the walls and the symbols. Each step required focus and reasoning. He had to read the environment, understand the signals, and respond correctly. The first challenge came quickly. A panel in the wall opened, revealing a small group of creatures trapped inside a cage. They appeared frightened but unharmed. Liam instinctively reached for the control to free them, but a faint symbol glowed, signaling caution. He paused and studied the mechanism. He realized that freeing them without consideration could trigger a trap that would endanger both him and the palace's energy systems. He thought carefully. Using his knowledge of engineering and observation, he manipulated the controls slowly and carefully. The cage opened safely, releasing the creatures, who scurried away without harm. The path ahead shifted, and Liam understood that his first decision had been approved. The test was working. Further along, he faced situations that demanded patience, judgment, and empathy. In one room, he encountered a simulation of a human colony under threat. He had to decide whether to act quickly and save some people immediately or find a solution that would protect everyone. Liam remembered humanity's values and chose a strategy that prioritized the greatest good. The simulation responded positively, confirming that he understood the balance between courage and wisdom. The alien queen appeared at intervals, observing silently. Her expression did not change, but Liam felt her attention in every decision he made. It was clear that she was measuring more than skill. She was measuring judgment, integrity, and respect for life. Each challenge was designed not to harm him physically but to reveal the depth of his character. At one point, Liam was confronted with a puzzle involving the palace's energy systems. He had to reroute power carefully to prevent damage to both the structure and the creatures inside. It required precision, patience, and quick thinking. He approached the task calmly, using logic and observation rather than rushing. The system responded successfully, and he felt a quiet satisfaction knowing that his approach had worked. Finally, the last stage of the test brought him back to the narrow corridor where the Queen had first cornered him. She stood there, tall and imposing. Liam had completed every challenge with careful thought and courage, demonstrating his understanding of responsibility and trust. "You have performed well, human," the Queen said. "Your decisions show that humanity possesses qualities worthy of respect. Courage, wisdom, empathy, and careful judgment are the traits that build trust. You have demonstrated all of them." Liam bowed his head slightly, humbled. "I did what I could. Humanity wishes to live in peace, and we hope to prove our honor through our actions." The Queen's gaze softened, just enough to reveal acknowledgement. "You have passed the test. That does not mean the challenges are over, but it shows that your species is capable of understanding and respect. This is the foundation for the bond I proposed, and for the peace we can build together." Liam exhaled slowly, feeling relief mixed with pride. The test had been difficult, but he had succeeded. He understood that the journey was far from over, but he had proven that humanity could face the unknown with courage and intelligence. The corridor shifted back to its normal form, and the path ahead opened. Liam realized that the alien Queen had not only tested him but had also prepared him for the responsibility of the bond. Every choice had reinforced the values that humans could offer to the galaxy: honor, courage, and understanding. As he returned to his crew, Liam felt a renewed sense of purpose. The alien Queen's tests had been demanding, but they had also shown him the strength of humanity. Courage and wisdom could shine even in the most unfamiliar and intimidating situations. He knew that the true challenge was yet to come, but he also knew that humans were ready to meet it. With courage, respect, and intelligence, they could shape a future where two species could coexist in peace and trust. Liam stepped into the central chamber of the alien Queen's palace, where the walls shimmered softly with energy. The atmosphere felt calmer than before. The tension from the earlier tests had eased, replaced by a quiet respect between him and the alien Queen. She stood tall and regal, her eyes observing him with a mixture of curiosity and approval. "You have done well, human," she said. "You have shown courage, wisdom, and understanding. These qualities are rare among your kind. I have seen your decisions, and they reveal the spirit of your species. That is why I am willing to speak of alliance." Liam felt a mixture of relief and hope. He had faced tests that challenged him in ways he had never imagined, yet the moment of recognition brought a sense of accomplishment. He nodded respectfully. "Thank you. Humanity wishes for peace, and we hope to demonstrate our honor and loyalty through our actions." The Queen gestured toward a large view panel that displayed the galaxy. Stars and planets shifted slowly, creating a magnificent scene. "My people have conquered many worlds," she said. "Our empire is strong, yet strength alone cannot ensure lasting peace. It requires trust, understanding, and the ability to work together. Humans have shown that you possess these traits, and that is why we can begin negotiations for an alliance." Liam approached the panel, studying the planets below. He thought of humanity's colonies and the countless lives that depended on this mission. "We understand the responsibility of alliance," he said. "We are prepared to act with respect and integrity to protect both our species and others in the galaxy." The Queen nodded slowly. "An alliance is more than words. It requires shared goals and mutual support. You must understand our history, our values, and our ways. Only then can humans and my people work together effectively." Liam listened carefully, absorbing every detail. He realized that this was not merely a political agreement, but a partnership that demanded trust, cooperation, and long-term understanding. The alien Queen was giving humanity a chance to prove itself on a scale far greater than any battle or negotiation they had faced before. Zara and Milo stepped forward, standing beside Liam. "Commander, this is our opportunity," Zara said quietly. "We can show the alien Queen that humans are capable of responsibility, courage, and wisdom. This alliance could change the course of history." Milo nodded. We have been tested, and we have succeeded. Now it is time to act with honor and intelligence. That is what humanity can offer. Liam turned back to the Queen. We are ready to learn from your people and work together. We will respect your ways and share our knowledge. Together, we can protect our worlds and ensure peace. The Queen's eyes softened slightly. You speak wisely, human. I can see that you understand the weight of responsibility. An alliance between our species will require cooperation, compromise, and commitment. It is not simple, but it is necessary for the future of many worlds. She moved closer, her presence still commanding but no longer intimidating. I will guide you in understanding our culture, our strategies, and our values. You will learn what it means to work alongside us, and in time, trust will grow. This is the first step toward a lasting partnership. Liam felt a sense of purpose strengthen within him. He understood that the alliance would not be easy. There would be challenges, misunderstandings, and tests of loyalty. Yet he also realized that humanity had faced impossible situations before and had always found ways to adapt and succeed. We will honor this guidance, Liam said firmly. We will learn, adapt, and demonstrate that humans are capable of partnership. Our goal is peace, and we will work tirelessly to achieve it. The Queen inclined her head, a sign of acknowledgement and respect. Good. You have shown that humans are not only brave but thoughtful. That is a rare combination. You will now begin the process of alliance, and together we will create a future where trust and cooperation define our interactions. Liam turned to his crew, who were visibly relieved and inspired. They had faced tests that had challenged their courage and judgment, yet now they stood ready to take the next steps in forging a bond between their species and the alien Queen's people. As they left the chamber, Liam felt a mixture of awe and hope. The palace, once a place of fear and testing, now symbolized possibility and cooperation. He knew that the challenges ahead would be demanding, but he also knew that humans were capable of rising to meet them. Outside, the alien city glimmered under the light of its sun. Towers reached toward the sky, and strange vehicles moved along bridges with precision. The beauty of the world reflected the potential for harmony. Liam realized that this alliance could not only protect lives but also bring new knowledge, understanding, and growth to humanity. The Queen's voice spoke softly as they prepared to leave. Remember, human, the alliance is a path, not a destination. Work with honor, act with wisdom, and respect the lives and cultures of all worlds. That is the foundation of peace. Liam nodded. We understand, and we will act accordingly. Humanity will rise to this challenge, as we have in the past. We will prove that courage and wisdom can shape a better future. As they departed from the central chamber, Liam felt the weight of history and hope on his shoulders. Humanity had earned a chance to show its value on a galactic stage. The path of alliance had begun, and with courage, intelligence, and respect, they would walk it with honor and determination. The galaxy was vast and uncertain, but humanity had taken a step forward, ready to meet the challenges of the future alongside an alien civilization. The potential for peace, trust, and cooperation now shone brighter than ever before. The chamber was quiet, filled with a soft glow from the palace walls. Liam stood before the alien queen, feeling the weight of the moment. After the tests, the trials, and the discussions, this was the moment where humanity's future in the galaxy would take shape. He could see the respect in the Queen's eyes, and he knew that every choice he had made had led to this point. You have shown courage, wisdom, and understanding, human, the Queen said. Your actions have proven that your species is capable of trust and honor. Today, we take the final step toward unity between our worlds. Liam felt a surge of pride, mixed with humility. He thought of his crew, of the countless humans who had worked to explore, learn, and grow. This moment was bigger than any one person. It was a moment for all of humanity. I am honored, Liam replied. Humanity seeks peace, and we are ready to demonstrate our commitment. We will work alongside your people with respect, understanding, and dedication. The alien queen stepped closer, her presence commanding yet calm. The bond we form today is more than an agreement. It represents trust, responsibility, and shared purpose. Accepting it means that both our peoples will protect, support, and learn from each other. This is the foundation of lasting peace. Liam nodded. We understand. We are ready. The queen raised her hand, and a soft light formed between them. Liam felt a warmth in his chest, not from energy, but from the significance of the moment. This was the first true connection between humans and her people, a symbol of mutual respect and unity. As the light settled, Liam looked around the chamber. His crew stood quietly behind him, observing the moment with awe and pride. This bond was not just symbolic. It represented the potential for a future where humans and the alien queen's people could work together, explore new worlds, and protect the galaxy from conflict and harm. The queen's voice was calm but filled with meaning. This bond will be remembered as the beginning of a new era. Both our species must honor it through action, by upholding the values of courage, wisdom, and empathy. Together, we will face the challenges of the galaxy, stronger and wiser than before. Liam took a deep breath. We will honor it. Humanity will prove its worth, not only through words, but through actions. We will work to build trust, protect life, and ensure peace for all. The queen inclined her head slightly, signaling her approval. Good. You have understood the responsibility. Now, we begin our cooperation, sharing knowledge, strategies, and values. The galaxy will witness the strength of unity when two species act with courage, respect, and understanding. As the light faded, Liam felt a sense of calm and determination. The trials were over, and the bond had been formed. The path ahead would not be easy. There would be challenges, disagreements, and unknown dangers. Yet he also knew that humanity had faced impossible odds before and had always adapted, grown, and succeeded. We will learn from each other, Liam said. We will grow stronger together. This bond is not just for today, but for the future. We will protect it with honor. The queen nodded, a faint smile touching her lips. You speak with sincerity and wisdom. That is why I believe this alliance will endure. Together, we will explore, protect, and create a future where both our species thrive. Outside the chamber, the alien city stretched beneath them, a vibrant network of towers, bridges, and vehicles moving with precision. Liam felt a connection to this world, not as an invader or observer, but as a partner. Humanity had taken its place in a galaxy full of possibilities, not through conquest, but through understanding and courage. He turned to his crew, who looked at him with pride and determination. We have a responsibility now, he said. Not just to our people, but to the galaxy. We will honor this bond, learn from our allies, and show that humans can act with wisdom and courage, even in the most unfamiliar situations. Zara smiled softly. We can do this, Commander. Humanity has faced impossible challenges before. Now, we take the next step together. Milo nodded. This is the moment we have trained for. We will rise to it, with respect and honor. Liam looked at the alien queen one last time before leaving the chamber. She stood tall and elegant, a symbol of wisdom and authority. He realized that this moment was not just about humans or her people. It was about the potential for unity, cooperation, and growth in a galaxy that was vast, unpredictable, and full of opportunity. As they returned to the ship, Liam felt a sense of hope and determination. Humanity had proven its courage and wisdom, and now it had a chance to learn, grow, and explore alongside a powerful and intelligent alien species. The trials had been difficult, but the reward was greater than any victory on a battlefield. The galaxy stretched endlessly before them, full of stars, planets, and possibilities. Liam knew that the bond formed today would shape the future, not just for humans and the alien queen's people, but for countless lives across countless worlds. In that moment, humanity's role in the galaxy had changed forever. They were no longer simply explorers or survivors. They were partners, allies, and bearers of courage, wisdom, and hope. The future was uncertain, but with understanding and respect, it could also be brighter than anyone had imagined. A new dawn had begun, and Liam knew that humanity would meet it with honor, courage, and determination. The galaxy was ready to witness what humans could achieve when they acted with wisdom and unity.